Welcome to the yoga class today. It's full moon, so it's a really powerful time of manifestation. Set an intention for the class. I can share my intention. I'm going to be playing Up Fast by Deseret. And I'm super excited about this as I'm bringing some of my new tracks that are not released yet. And I'll be playing them on the piano while I'm DJing. I'm super excited about this. And my intention is to bring as much joy as possible to everyone around me. And this could be framed as in present time, I bring joy. And so set an intention that's in present time, and it could be anything you wish. And repeat it 3 times in your head. We're going to be coming back to the intention throughout the class many times, and we'll be bringing our attention into the present moment using the breath. Each time you catch yourself drifting away with thoughts or anything really that doesn't serve you in this particular moment, bring yourself back into the breath, fully extending the belly forward on inhalation and bringing it back towards the spine on exhalation. And as you bring yourself to the breath, maybe repeat your intention from the beginning of the class. Having said that, you could close the eyes or keep them open, it doesn't matter. Inhaling, arms up towards the sky as the belly moves forward. Exhaling, arms are floating down. And just keep floating at your own pace. Matching breath with movement throughout the practice as much as possible, so the entire length of the inhale is the entire movement towards the direction we're going. So if you have to speed up the movement, slow down the breath, adjust it according to where you're at today. Lengthening the spine as much as possible on inhalation. Flow the arms down on exhalation and keep the length of the spine. Now, as you continue keeping the length of the spine, on the next exhalation, we're going to rotate towards the right. Then inhale back up to neutral and exhale towards the left. Bring in towards the right and then towards the left, and then you want to concentrate on really moving the chest towards the sky and open the heart chakra. Extending the rib cage, creating space in the vertebrae. As you finish towards the left, on the next inhale, bring in your hands up towards the sky and interlace fingers, palms up. Extending really good, and see if you can move the arms a little bit behind the ears. Slightly back bending, so maybe engage the core here, and each time you engage the core throughout the practice, be mindful about the breath. It's still going all the way down, even though the core is engaged. Slightly back up, and then towards the left, extending through the entire right side. If you can bring the arms a little bit behind the ears again. Back up to neutral and towards the right. Sounding the breath in the lowest part of the lungs, maybe more on the left here. And back up. Move the palms in the direction towards you and start caving in by bringing the arms lower in front of you. Space out the shoulder blades as the hands are on the face level. Relax the shoulders. Begin bringing the chin towards the chest. Keep the chin towards the chest and move the chin towards the left shoulder. And then towards the right shoulder. It's still tucked in. Back towards the middle. Inhaling, arms up. Expand the breath here and place them somewhere behind you. Chest towards the sky. Shoulder blades behind you are not collapsed towards each other, but you're strong on your arms and the elbows are shy of log to protect the joints. Chin towards the sky. And begin drawing a circle with your chin in the sky. Keep sending the breath to the lowest part of the lungs. Might be tricky here in this one. Just a reminder. And change the direction of the circle. And then bring yourself back up to neutral. Whatever the sitting position is, it doesn't matter. Lean forward and spread out between the thumbs and the rest of the fingers. Thumbs are pointed forward. And just put light pressure, stretching between the thumbs and the other fingers. It doesn't matter what's the sitting position. You want to use the body weight on top of the hands and arms. Let's switch now. So pointer finger forward, the rest back. Again, using the body weight. Don't do too much to where you break your fingers. Breathe. And let's point the middle fingers forward, the rest are backwards. And getting the ring finger, ring finger forward, the rest are back. This one is a tricky one. The ring and pinky, they're a little bit kind of like stuck together, so don't feel like your fingers are weird or anything. It's normal. And let's get the pinky forward, the rest of the fingers back. Using the body weight, using the breath. And when you're ready, let's make a transition into tabletop, spreading the fingertips super wide in order to protect the wrists, and also the elbows are shy of log. Each time we're in tabletop or downward facing dog, anything really that is on the hands, it's putting weight on the hands. We want to protect the wrists. So spreading fingertips will help with that, digging the fingers into the mat. Or if you do have any kind of wrist condition or something was bothering you in the wrists, then it could be also on your fists, each time modifying those poses that use arm weight on them. Inhale the left leg straight back, making sure I'm not hitting any of the instruments that we'll be playing later. And then make sure the left foot is exactly spaced evenly away from the two shoulders. And then elevate it a little bit higher, engaging the core to protect the lower back. On exhalation, we'll move the knee towards the chin and push the mat away at the same time with the hands. Inhale back into straight straight leg behind. Exhale, knee towards the chin. Inhale again, leg behind, straight. Flare it towards the right. Look towards the left foot from your right side. See if you can elevate it a little bit higher. Maybe face level, maybe eye level. Breathe all the way down to the bottoms of the lungs. And back to regular tabletop. Give the body a chance to respond and kind of reset, moving the right foot straight back. Space out the heel evenly away from both shoulders. So see if you're like collapsing on the right side or the right side of the core is a little bit tighter just because the right leg is up. So you want to make sure that you kind of space out the heel. Lift the foot a little bit higher. Oh, hello. And on exhalation, moving the knee towards the chin. Actually, at the same time, pushing the mat away with the hands. Inhale back, straight leg. And once again, knee towards the chin. This is a reminder to come back to our intention from the beginning of the class. Repeat it 3 times in your head in present time. And straighten the leg again. Flare it towards the left. And look towards the left. So looking on the foot on the left side and see if you can elevate it a little bit higher. And back to regular tabletop. So remove the left foot forward towards the hands and straighten the left foot. So in this one, try to keep the spine straight as we still kind of stretch the legs, and usually the leg muscles are so stubborn and big they would pull on the spine muscles. So instead, you want to concentrate on relaxing the back of the left leg. Straighter spine. Relax the left foot, relax the left leg, and moving the face into the direction of forward versus down. Shift the weight with bending the left knee. And then the back knee is going to slide back, spreading between a big distance between the left foot and right knee. Feel free to begin lowering yourself here in this one, maybe on the elbows, or if it's too much for right now, stay where you're at. As long as the breath is fully flowing, you are fine. And then begin bringing yourself back up if you're on the elbows, and then use the left hand for leverage next to your left foot, and then bring your right ankle towards you and see if you can grab it with your right hand. And breathe. Maybe let go of the left hand and lift it up towards the sky. Maybe not. And always use the breath to tell you how far are you in a pose before you stop breathing, or how long are you holding. If your arm is up, let it go and begin relaxing, exiting the pose. Eventually find yourself into tabletop again. Don't forget to spread fingertips wide when you are in a tabletop, moving the right foot forward into straighter right leg. This one is super tight compared to the other one. Notice differences without the judgment, just noticing makes us more intentional and more observant. Relax the right foot and the right leg, trying to keep the spine straighter. Face is moving into the direction of forward, so it's best to look forward in the distance rather than on the ground in front of you. Full breath. And then we are going to shift the weight forward towards the right foot as we're sliding the left knee back. Good stretch in between the left knee and the right foot. And here also you can attempt to get into maybe the elbows. And maybe this leg is just too tight compared to the other one, maybe don't. Always use the breath to tell you. Full breath. Also come back to your intention from the beginning of the class. And when you're ready, you're going to begin lifting up if we're on the elbows and detaching the left foot off of the ground, using the right hand for leverage next to us and grabbing the hold of the left foot, bringing it closer towards you, towards us. And then maybe lifting up the right arm towards the sky. Where is the breath? This side, the entire pose feels very different than the other side for me. When you're ready to exit, placing the right arm back down, letting go of the foot, and eventually finding ourselves into tabletop. And from there, spreading fingertips, of course, tucking the toes, lifting downward facing dog, lifting the tailbone high up towards the sky. Chest is towards the thighs. Stare at your navel, pushing the mat away with the hands. Every time you're in downward facing dog, think about all these things, all these aspects of the pose. Maybe even starting from one side to the other, like from the heels to the fingers, or from the fingers to the heels. For example, I'll start from the fingers and then guide you through all the check points you want to be going through each time you're in a downward facing dog. Fingertips spread, dig into the mat, pushing the mat away. Elbows slightly shy of lock. Chin is tucked so you can be staring at your navel. Keep pushing the mat away as you are elongating the spine. Tailbone goes towards the sky. The backs of the legs are extending. And heels are going in the direction of the ground. And at first, that's more difficult. Maybe even paddle one heel at a time, left and right. So I want you to think about this checklist. Each time you're in a downward facing dog, regardless whether your guide is telling you to do so or not, it's always good to be mindful, doing it for yourself. Look forward and inhale yourself into plank. Here, the elbows are still shy of block, and the I'm watching what you guys doing, and the shoulders are away from the ears. Push back up into downward facing dog. Go through the checkpoint, maybe quicker. Checklist, not checkpoint. Inhale back into plank and turn into side plank, right arm up towards the sky. You can choose to elevate right leg. For me, that's a little too much today. Begin making circles of the right hand in the wrist, then change the direction of the circle. Right arm goes back down, push into downward facing dog. Walk the hands towards the right. Extending really good. Left fingertips to left heel, to left hip, kind of like a triangle. Walk the hands back into regular downward facing dog. Inhale into plank. And the shoulders away from the ears. Turn into the right side, left arm up, side plank. Option, lifting left leg up in the air. Full breath. Core is engaged and strong. Back to downward facing dog. And walk the hands towards the left this time. Extending real good from right heel to right hip to right fingertips. Walking back to regular downward facing dog. Look forward, left foot forward towards the hands. Plant the right heel down for support. Square the hips, engage the core and lift, leading with the hands and face. Warrior one. Turn to the side, warrior two, and imagine your body as between two pieces of glass, so it's flatter. Track the left knee towards the left. Notice if your arms are on the same level. Relaxing the shoulders. Elevate left arm up towards the sky, right one just floats down. See how far you can reach with the left arm. Maybe you're trying to get an apple from a tree that's really high. Lean back. Back to warrior two. Notice if the hands are on the same level. Left arm floats down, right one lifts up. Option here, left elbow goes on the left hip, or keep the left arm straighter as you begin lowering towards the ground with the left hand. If your left arm is on the left hip, make sure you don't put too much weight into it, maybe like 15% only. You can Check that by removing it from the left leg and see how much of the weight you really put there. You want to be using mostly core. Inhale yourself back into warrior two, and then turn the feet towards the right, warrior two on the other side, and then from here squaring the hips towards forward to the right, warrior one. Breathe. Look up, see if you can elongate more arms away from the heels towards the sky. And breathe. Turn to the side, warrior two again. Relaxing the shoulders and think if we're forward with the right foot, with the right leg. I'm not sure if I see you backwards right now since we're forward with the right leg. Right leg. Is that your right leg?
No.
Okay, we switched. Forward with the
I
right
know,
leg.
but I did it already with the left.
Uh-huh.
With the right.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So warrior two, hands are in two different directions. And notice if they're on the same plane. Elevating right arm up towards the sky. Sending the breath to the lowest part of the lungs. Lean back slightly. Back to warrior two, and right arm floats down, left one lifts up. Here, also begin lower in the right arm. If you want to, place the right elbow on the right thigh. If you do that, just make sure it's not too much weight there, and you can always check by removing the elbow from the thigh. Breathe. And when you're ready, back into warrior two. And then moving just straight forward with the feet. Placing the heels towards you, and then the toes are a little bit outwards. A little bit or more. And then begin sitting like you're sitting on a chair, lowering yourself. And then hands into a prayer in front of you, in front of the heart center. And then moving towards the left and leaning on top of the left foot. Inhale yourself back up into neutral, and then same thing on to the other side towards the right foot, leaning. Inhale yourself back up, and then straighten the legs and bring the not the fingers, the toes. Bring the toes towards each other so the feet are parallel. And then interlace fingers and just keep the pointer fingers forward. And then moving into forward fold with pointer fingers. Relaxing the entire length of the spine, maybe hanging like a ragdoll. So we will inhale towards the left and draw a circle with the pointer fingers. Inhale all the way up, and then we're going to exhale on the right side as we continue the circle and lower. And find yourself on the bottom again. We're going to do this once again. You try to expand the circle as big circle as possible, drawing. Inhaling up. Exhale towards the right. Good. Inhaling up. And exhale towards the right. And then find yourself in forward fold. Maybe grab opposite elbows if your arms are really long like mine. And then just hang in there. We do this on the other side. Interlace fingers and then just skip the pointer fingers forward. And then begin drawing a circle towards the right, inhaling up. Exhaling towards the left. And then once again, inhaling to the right. Exhaling to the left. Find your hands on the mat with the fingers pointed behind you, and then the palms are down towards the earth. Begin walking the hands away from you, behind you. And as you can't walk anymore with the hands, like the legs are overextended or whatever, see where the breath is. If you still have a breath, then you're fine. If you're out of breath, then maybe back up from the pose a little bit. But you can't walk anymore behind you with the arms. Begin pushing the palms into the ground. Relax the legs and the feet. Spacing out the shoulder blades. Change the direction of the fingers towards forward and then begin walking the hands. Find yourself walking forward and moving the heels towards each other and the toes outwards again. Sit into kind of like a chair and moving into goddess pose. So the elbows are like shoulder height, and then the forearms are towards you, and you have 90 degrees with the hands, with the arms. Palms are up towards the sky, tucking slightly the tailbone. Relax the face and maybe smile a little bit. See if you can lower a little bit and maybe move left elbow towards the left side, elevating right arm overhead, straighter arm. Look underneath the right arm and breathe. Back into goddess pose with arms in 90 degrees, palms up towards the sky. Right elbow towards the right side, left arm elevates straight and overhead, and look underneath the left arm. One more last time, going back to goddess pose. And straighten the legs, give them a little bit of a break and maybe a little bit of a shake. Inhaling, arms up towards the sky as you're moving the feet towards each other. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale into flat back. Look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Walk the hands forward and the feet back. Find yourself in a downward facing dog. Go through the list of things. Maybe starting from the heels. Heels are towards the ground. The backs of the legs are elongating. Tailbone is high towards the sky. The gaze is towards the navel. Arms are straight but shy of locking the elbows. You're either on your fists or spreading fingertips wide, digging them into the mat. Pushing the mat away. Inhale into plank. Oops, I just got some of my hair into my hand. Shoot. Exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale into plank again. Elevate the left foot off the ground. Breathe. Knee towards the chin. Foot away, back into plank with 3 legs, or whatever the name. Back into downward facing dog. Take a break. Once again, inhale into plank. Elevate the right foot. Elevate the right foot. Right knee towards the chin. Right foot back away. And then regular downward facing dog. Push the mat away from you. Yeah. Sometimes, we confuse our left and right. Not that right, the other right. Inhale back into plank and place the knees on the mat. Relax. Sit on the feet and then space out the hands away from the crown of the head. Fingertips are wiggling. Left ear towards the left shoulder. Right ear towards the right shoulder. Back to neutral and place the hands behind you for support, just towards the sky like we did in the beginning of the class. And then walk the hands forward, find yourself into child's pose. Actively extending the hands away. And then lift up your hips and then begin walking the knees back. So you're on your knees, and then once again extend the arms forward, knees back. It's a little bit deeper than the child's pose. Many teachers call this puppy pose. And when you're ready, walk the knees towards you and find yourself in a sitting position, hugging the knees and curving the spine. Place the head in between your knees somewhere, spacing out the shoulder blades. And inhale yourself back up, straight legs in front of you. And place them about shoulder distance, the feet shoulder distance, leaning forward. Maybe at first keep your hands next to you or behind you for support, leaning forward with the face, using the exhalation to get you closer towards the toes. After a couple of breaths, just begin walking the hands forward, reaching towards the toes, and maybe lowering the head in between the knees. And breathe. Slowly begin lifting yourself up. You want slow, not fast and brisk, to where the leg muscles are going to snap right back in. You're going to take your time. And then move yourself towards the feet a little bit. And here we're going to lay down and get a hold of the right foot and bring it on top of the left thigh. So here you can thread the needle with your right arm underneath the right leg and then get a hold of the left hip. You can do that, or you can get a hold of the left ankle. Try to keep the shoulders down. Use the strength of the strength of the arms to bring the left leg closer to you. And then relax the right foot and the right leg all the way to the right hip. Just relax it. Send the breath to where it's needed. And where is it needed? It's a spot that's like a screaming spot. Begin rocking left and right. Keep concentrating on relaxing the entire length of the right leg as you rocking left and right, massaging the spine. And we do the same thing on the other side. Slowly let go of the right leg. Actually lift it up towards the sky. Palms are down. And then begin making circles with the right leg. Change the direction. Right foot down and left ankle on top of the right side. So here again you can thread the needle in between, underneath the left leg, and grab a hold of your right, the back of the right leg, or on top, and get a hold of the underneath the right knee or right ankle, whatever it's accessible. Keep the shoulders down. Use the strength of the arms to bring the right leg closer to you. Relax the left foot and relax the left leg all the way to the hip, and breathe. Great time to come back to your intention from the beginning of the class. Place the right foot on the mat and elevate the left leg up towards the sky. Palms are down for support. And you make it circles with the left leg. And then change the direction. Hug both of the knees, moving left and right. The foot while it was on the top of the right side, we didn't do that. I just caught myself. Knees towards the left, elevate the right arm up towards the sky, and then goes away. into a twist. Look beyond the right fingertips. Full breath. Notice that the breath here is restricted since so the ribcage is not twisted. You kind of have to force it in, going all the way down. Now we're gonna shift, and this is gonna change a little bit the sensation in the shoulder and neck. So move your gaze towards the left. Back to neutral, hugging the knees, moving left and right, and eventually dropping them towards the right. Hold them down with the right arm, and we will elevate left arm up towards the sky and then behind. Look towards the left fingertips. And then move your gaze towards the right. Breathe. Eventually, find yourself hugging the knees once again, moving left and right. And then relax the feet away from you, straighter legs, or maybe bending the knees with the knees towards the two sides. Relaxing in our last spine piece in the most important pose of all. Shavasana, palms are up towards the sky, tucking the chin, prolonging the neck as a continuation of the spine. Relax the feet, relax the legs, and the hips and abdominals. Relax the chest and shoulders, and arms and fingers. Relax the neck and the face. Relax the forehead and the scalp. Smile. Maybe not so much. The most important pose teaches your body perfect body alignment, and it also seals the practice. Now, while I'm playing different instruments, while we're in this pose, just try to send the breath to any areas that are still not relaxed and they need to be relaxed. And if you catch yourself, if not, that's fine. However, each time we are going through this sound, I want you to remind yourself about your intention from the beginning of the class. So keep laying down, just relax the body flat in Shavasana. So you want to keep your palms up towards the sky, relaxing the face. Relaxing the eyebrows. Relaxing the jaw. Imagine a white light that is emanating from your forehead and surrounding you with an energetic ball, and it's the strongest around you. But then it continues to emanate the white light all around you. Through the neighbor houses, through the neighborhood, through the city, through the state or country, the continent, the planet, into the cosmos. Yes, it's that big. It doesn't end. Remember your intention from the beginning of the class and just kind of repeat it a few times in your head in present time. Moving that energetic ball of white light that you're emanating into towards the throat area. That's the center of it. And it's spinning faster and faster. Your intention. Moving the energetic ball into your heart center area. The spinning is becoming faster and faster. Moving the sphere of spin energy lower above your belly button. finally move it to the base of the spine, in between your sitting bones. Smile and begin moving fingers and toes, and maybe making rolls with your ankles and with your wrists, waking up the body. Eventually find your way to one side, left or right, in fetal position, and use the top arm, support yourself up with a straight spine. On inhale, lifting up. And find yourself in a comfortable sitting position. Inhaling, arms above you and to the heart center. The Anjali Mudra of compassion. As we're all one and sharing the same energy, is pretty much the meaning of it. And the light in me recognizes the light in you. Thank you for practicing. Have a beautiful rest of the day, and welcome to your new you. Namaste. Bye. See you later.